is up, guys? My name is Harry Rice and welcome back to the channel. Today is another video in 25 Days of Harry. It is officially Christmas Eve as I'm uploading this, as I'm recording this. You don't know what day it is. Um, yeah, today is the third video game video that I'm doing, or of a video game itself. And today is actually hockey related. I'm going to be doing NHL 09, and of course, as you can see here, you can probably tell by the title and the intro that just happened, I'm going to be doing Dynasty Mode. Of course, we're going to be starting a new Dynasty, and you could probably tell by the Canadiens, or by the title, I'm going to be doing one on the Canadiens. And now, skill level, if ever I do play a game, is going to be medium. Period length is going to be a full 20 minutes. We are going to go default rosters. We're not going to go current because I think I have Harry Rice on the Penguins, so we don't want that. Season tiebreak will be the same as real life, 5-minute 4-on-4, then shootout. All-Star game, we're going to make it East versus West. I'll play or sim the All-Star game. Fantasy draft will not take place. The rules, there's going to be a lot of penalties and a lot of fighting. Actually, yeah, 3 out of 4 fighting. Offsides and icing, we're going to keep the same. 2-line pass, obviously, that's not here anymore. Hero rating, I'm always going to turn off. I never liked the hero rating system. And, of course, playoffs, best of 7, continuous overtime. Season overtime loss will be a point as per usual. And the assistant coach will edit the lines minimally. I feel like I missed something. I know, that was all. But yeah, so, of course, we are... Actually, if I can just scroll through the teams really quick. Of course, you got Anaheim, Atlanta, the Bruins, the Sabres, the Flames, the Hurricanes, the Chicago Blackhawks. For some reason, the Hurricanes' owner expectations is to win the Stanley Cup in 2009. The Colorado Avalanche, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Dallas Stars, the Red Wings, who for some reason are only get to the second round of the playoffs, despite the fact at the time of this game they had literally just won the Stanley Cup. Oilers, for some reason, have to win the Stanley Cup. Kings, Wild. So the Canadiens, for us this year, will have to get to the second round of the playoffs. I think that's incredibly manageable. Preds, that's not so manageable. Get to the semifinals. So yeah, for some reason the Sens have to get to the semifinals. I understand they did it in 07, but for some reason the Penguins, who just came off of a Stanley Cup final, be ranked 14th or above. I mean, I understand they gained Marion. Marion Hossa, I think, is still actually on the Red Wings at this point. So of course we are not gonna substitute the Canadiens for the Centennial team. Of course, as per usual, my name will be Harry Rice here. Oh, okay, there we go. Masterful Master. So I do want an advantage that can help me. So I do want max. So I do want this. I usually go for financial forecaster. It seems like it doesn't necessarily help, but I'm gonna go with that because that is what I usually do. So Dynasty info, we made a profit of 26 million. Our expenses was 69. Revenue was 95 million, of course. Average attendance 82,082. And our last season record was 47, 25, and 10. I believe that was the year we finished first in the East and then got eliminated in the second round by the Flyers in 5. Overall is 85. And yeah, so legal, I think that's really going to help us with signing contracts because we get 20% off. So yeah, let's let's get into here. And so we look at it. So we go to mail. Welcome. Harry Rice, as from Paul Brent, as the owner of the Montreal Canadiens, I would like to be the first to say congratulations and welcome. I've heard nothing but the best about your ability, and I'm excited about the coming seasons. At the same time, I would like to stress that as owner, I have certain expectations for my team. These expectations should be achieved. Get to the semifinals and the playoffs. I'm confident that you're more than capable of meeting these requirements. Congratulations and good luck. Sincerely, Paul Brent. And then trade, we got Trevor Lutowski to Boston for Milan Lucic to the Hurricanes. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, if I have time before this video, which I probably won't because I'm not going to be doing any games actually, but what I'm going to try and do is for future videos, once I actually do start simulating games, and if I do, I'll play probably last 5 of a game here and there, and overtime if any games go to overtime. But what I'm going to try and do is get a spreadsheet in the description, and that's going to have all the games from this season, as well. That's going to have all the games from this season and probably every season onwards if I do continue. Yeah, it's going to have every game, all the scores for both teams, the game winners. I'm going to try and make it as in-depth as I can, so yeah. So if you look at the awards, who just recently won, of course, Stanley Cup went to the Detroit Red Wings. Clarence S. Campbell to the Red Wings. Prince of Wales to Pittsburgh. Detroit President's Trophy. Ovi with the Lester B. Pearson. Jason Blake with the Bill Masterton for some reason. William M. Jennings to Chris Osgood. Oh, yeah. Backstrom and Fernandez. I forgot they both won that in 06-07. 07-08 with Conn Smythe as Henrik Zetterberg. I still think it should have gone to Sidney Crosby. Had the same amount of points as Zetterberg in 2 less games. Probably should have gone to him. Frank J. Selke to Pavel Datsyuk, which I find that kind of interesting. Lady Byng to Datsyuk for his 3rd straight. Marty Brodeur with the Vezina because overrated. Patrick Kane with the Calder. So all these guys, or these top 3 are still in the league. Kane, Mulk, and Ovi. Raycroft's not there. Barrett Jackman, I don't think is even playing anymore. Nick Lidstrom, greatest defenseman of all time, and Ovi with the Maurice Richard, Ross, and Hart. So doesn't walk away with the Stanley Cup, but he gets 4 extra trophies for his troubles. So now what I want to look at is free agents. So for example, I've Evgeny Artyukin. I also have Max Pacioretty. Now I'm thinking since Patch was a draft pick of the Canadiens at this point, we do sign him. Of course, the only thing that sucks is since for some reason you can't put Pacioretty on the Canadiens yourself, you have to sign him when you create a player like this. So I believe his real-life contract was a 2-year entry-level deal, and we'll see if we can get him at a reduced rate of 2.5. All right, so 2.5 for 2 years for Pacioretty. Now, Evgeny Artyukin, he's been very hit or miss. Some years I've got him in free agency, and the next season he'll get like 110 points. And other times I've drafted him, he'll get 50 points. For that $3 million cap hit, most of the time it is good, but sometimes it's risky. Now, Sabrina Lidha is interesting because I don't know if there's an option to turn her off. Because obviously she was I believe she was a 12-year-old Make-A-Wish kid who wanted to be in the game they put her in. I think they did that for a few years. I believe it was 09, 10, and I think 11 they did that. I know for sure obviously 09, and I think actually they also did it for 05 because I remember you'd go in, you'd cheese the system by drafting, it was like Zachary Priest, I'm pretty sure his name was, by drafting Zachary Priest, and then your team would just be pretty good. So Sabrina Lidha, we could draft her, but she kind of wants $9 million, so we're not going to do that. But, of course, if we look at contracts now, who do we have as the most expensive? Roman Hamrlik's only $5.5 mil. He's 34, though. And Alex Kovalev, $4.5 mil. He's 35. 84 overall, though. And then Koivu on a 3-year extension. Now, if we look at least expensive, we got Chris Stewart on an expiring deal. Corey Locke on an expiring deal. Matt D'Agostinti, and Maxime Lapierre both on expiring deals. And we look overall who's on an expiring deal. We got Chris Stewart, Corey Locke, Matt DiArgio, Maxime Lapierre, Steve Biggin, Roman Hamrlik, who could be very interesting because looking at him, if he wants 5.7. We could definitely get him at a reduced cost. Alex Kovalev, how much does he want? He wants 4.7, so I think we could probably get him at another 1, maybe 2-year deal, depending on how well he plays. Tom Constapot, I used to be able to say his name, Costapule. I don't know. For a Canadiens fan, I cannot pronounce a lot of these players' names. Alex Tengay, who I keep forgetting went to the Canadiens for like 2 years and did terribly with us. Tengay wants 5.6, so we can definitely get him at a reduced rate. And Brian Chmolsky, or Shamlinski. Patrice Brisebois at $700,000, 37 years old. It's good for the cost, but for the overall, probably not. Now we look at who's in the minors. We only have Chris Stewart. For some reason, he's a right winger. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the Canadiens to be a playoff team this year, probably. So we look at Koivu, Higgins, Plekanec. Those are our top 3 centers, most likely. That's good. And then Maxime Lapierre, and we also have Chris Locke. So I probably would go with Maxime Lapierre. Pacioretty is scratched. So Tenge, Kostitsyn, I'd probably go Pacioretty on that 3rd line. And then obviously put Steve Began on that 4th, unless we do end up signing someone. And of course we do have Kovalev, Kostitsyn, Sergei Kostitsyn. We also have Andre, of course, so we got to put those guys on the line together, definitely. Because Kovalev on that first line with Koivu, or Kovalev on that first line with Koivu and Tenge would probably do pretty well. Latendress and of course Chris Stewart. I don't get why Stewart is scratched and George Larocque is playing instead, and I don't get why Tom Costaponius is playing either. I'd even arguably put Matt just the guy I can't pronounce, Distinto. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on, Distinto. So who's the only guy that's scratched? That'd be Patrice Brisebois, understandable. But of course, looking at it, Roman Hamrlik, I could probably get rid of his $5.5 million cap hit. But what I want to do is I want to build the team to be less expensive and make more in the long run. Of course, as well as being a playoff team. So he only had 26 points. He was a +7. He's down from the year before where he was a +22. He had 3 power play goals this year. He had 3 game winners. So he came in clutch. And he only had, in the 12 playoff games they played, he only had 3 points. He was a -3. Yeah, I don't know. Roman Hamrlik, he is 34. He's 3 years younger than Patrice Brisebois. But he's still 37 years old. So I think what we're going to do is, first off, I do want to put Shablinski, Hamrlik, Latendress, Josh George. Do I want to put Josh Georges on the trademark? I think I do for now. I'll see if anyone wants to trade for him, and Chris Locke. And we are going to try and trade Roman Hamrlik. Of course, we are going to try and get a defenseman from him. So looking at it, Valavik. Because keep in mind, guys, I've been able to cheat the system in being able to trade. For example, if I did Lashoff for Hamrlik, Boston would absolutely do that because the way they see it, they just look at overall. But I'm gonna trade accordingly. So actually, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Greg Netty, I think would be a good guy to trade for potentially. But looking at it, there's not many. Dustin Byfuglien, 3-year, $3 million deal. That's not great, but we are trading younger, and for less cap hit, we're getting $2 million. So we might actually have to give them a draft pick. So Byfuglien, how well did he do? Because I know he was a crucial part in the Stanley Cup final. So he came off a 36-point season, -7, 7 power play goals, 4 game winners, and he's not played a single game with the Blackhawks in the playoffs. So Byfuglien, I'm looking at it. What is Hamrlik? Yeah, he is a defensive defenseman. Now, see, I always try and get a draft pick. So what do they do? Byfuglien and a 3rd. Oh, okay, so... Alright, yeah, so we have to take something off of the Blackhawks cap hit. Robert Lang would be the obvious choice, but... What about Brent Seabrook instead of Roman Hamrlik? And a 5th. Okay, no, that would still make them go over. I was just talking about us, but there's no way they could be talking about us. So, who's like at $1 million that we could just easily send down? Yannick Perreault, but we are going to want a 1st rounder. Okay, so they are interested in the trade. We do want a draft pick of sorts. We do want a draft pick. Okay, so they won't do that. I don't want to trade just straight up Hammerlick for Seabrook and Perot because I don't want Yannick Perot. So you know what? Actually, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that trade. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, guys, I want you guys in the comments section. I want you guys to suggest trades for me to pull off. Now, keep in mind this is obviously NHL 09, and I do have the limitations. So, for example, if you guys want me to trade any of these guys or any of the other guys that are on the roster for the Canadiens, let me know, and I'll see what I think of the trades. And if I do want to do your trade, I'll put your comment up in the future video. But yeah, so Roman Hamrlik is the main guy I definitely do want to trade. And now if I can edit lines real quick. Actually, no, first I got to go to our minor league management. And I have to call some people up. I didn't even look at our goaltending, actually. I completely forgot to look at it. So, looking at centers. I don't get why Maxime Lapierre is... So we're going to obviously... Oh, wait, no. Call up Pacioretty. Call up Chris Stewart. Scratch George Laraque. Scratch George Constantinos. And scratch Maxime Lapierre. I don't get why that goes down. And we're going to send down Patrice Brisebois. And... yeah, so there's that. And then goaltending, of course, we got Price and Halak, which is mwah, absolutely beautiful. And we look at their contract situation. They're both on expiring entry-level deals. Price, of course, is a 91. He wants $8 million, so we could sign him right now and argue pretty much be fine for the season. And Halak wants $2.5 million pretty much. And, of course, keeping in mind that we do have... the legal staff quality at 2, we could probably work to get Price at a 2 or 3 year deal for like $6.5–7 million, and Halak we could probably get for 2, so we can have a combined goaltending tandem for $10 million. Upgrades, I don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't have any upgrades just yet, so we're saving up to 20% on contract signings. Rookie scouting is pretty good. Our strategic coaching is decent. Team travel's good, and our medical is also quite good. So we have good stats for that. Okay, so edit lines. I want to edit my lines accordingly. Ugh, what is? Ugh, no. Oh Jesus, why is Latin dress? Literally, why is Latin dress? Why? Okay, so Gaetan Latin dress. He's the one I gotta do right now. Higgins, Stewart. Okay, so Stewart, Chris Stewart, Kovalev. Where is Alexei Kovalev? Kovalev and Shmylenko. Yeah, so where's Kovalev going? He's supposed to be on the right wing. Oh, okay. Well, Chris Stewart, get you out of here. For example, we'll just put Kovalev there. So I made some type of miscalculation, it seems. Now looking at it, I could probably do. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. Yeah, so I think Markov, Komisarek. So I think our defense looks good. Offensive pairings. Obviously, we got to put Koivu on that first line and Plekanec on the second. Actually, no. We can probably actually put Higgins and then move down Plekanec to that third. So we got Kostitsyn, Koivu, Kostitsyn, because obviously you got to play the Kostitsyns on the same line together. Oh. That's where Chris Stewart is. Yep. Wow, somehow that changes nothing. Okay, yeah, so I found where my issue was. So we're going to put Kovalev on that second line, and we're going to put Latin dress. That's the thing. If we move Tenge, what if we move, say, Tenge, do that, and then say we move down, I don't know. I feel like that's a good lineup. But I feel like you should have the Kostitsyns with Koivu just because that could probably work better. At least I think so. So yeah, I think that's. Let me know what you guys want in the description and in the comments. Actually, sorry. Let me know what you guys think would work for our lineups, because obviously we're gonna put the rookie Pacioretty on the third line, and we're gonna put begin. That third line works really well with a power forward, a playmaker, and a sniper. So we're gonna have an 84, 82, and an 81. 81, 83, 83. Who could we move up or down? Because looking at that, sniper, playmaker, so we're going to have an 85, 86, 86, 80, 40, 44, 83, 83, 81. And then we're going to have an 80, 82, and an 84. And of course, we're going to have an 84 and 82, 80, 78, a 79, and an 81. Yeah. Power play. I think that actually does look good. My only issue is that Chris Higgins is playing. I'm going to put Kostitsyn there. Now, I know splitting up the Kostitsyn for the power play seems a little, not controversial, but it seems a little weird for me to do. But I do want to experiment with that. That top four for a power play. Actually, no. Let's give... yeah, let's put Tenge on the first 4-minute power play, and we're gonna give Pacioretty some. No, not Sergei Kostitsyn. We're gonna give Max Pacioretty some power play time, and in return we're gonna take off. No, we can't do that. Shemlinsky, we're gonna take off of the penalty kill. We're gonna give that to. Oh, actually no. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. We should just. Yeah, Shemlinsky, there you go, brother. You're an 82 now on the penalty kill. Kahnawake and Shemlinsky, that works well. Shootout lineup. I think it's pretty clear we have to move up Koivu. This thing, do we put Sergei Kostitsyn? I don't know if we do. I think we put Sergei Kostitsyn. But then again, why would Alex Tenge be shooting first? So I think we put Sergei Koivu, Saku Koivu, and then the Kostitsyn brothers. Hero line could probably work like that, and Markov and Komisarek. And of course, you got Price and Halak. Extra attackers look well. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I believe that's our lineups. We handled our minor league situation. Looking at our contracts now, we have pretty much $12.2 million to deal in cap. So if you guys, for some reason, wanted me to go out and sign Sabrina Lidha, I can do that. If you guys wanted me to sign Ardyukin, Anson Carter, Duve Westcott, for whatever reason, anyone you guys want me to sign, I will think about it. And yeah. Funny. Oh yeah. Wow. No offensive defenseman. Oh, there's like two. Hey, Sandis Ozelinch. Yeah, see, there's like barely any offensive defensemen that are actually available at this point. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, exclusive, but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Harry Race. Subscribe to Fuff Club. Subscribe to the HD Club. Shout out to my moderator Jesse, who I'm hoping is in chat. Whether he is or he isn't, shout out to him for getting me this dope-ass webcam I've been using for about just under 3 months now, I want to say. It sadly has not been showcased in this video, but yeah. Links in the description are my Twitter and my Twitch. My Twitter is pretty much a hockey Twitter at this point. Twitch I'm not using at all until I get to the new house, and I'll see how the Wi-Fi is there. If it's good, I'll stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll be streaming some PC games. Maybe I'll stream NHL 09. Who knows? Who knows what I'll stream? Yeah, if it does work, of course. If it doesn't, then that's going to suck. And I'll have to find something other than OBS and Twitch to stream from. Maybe I'll move to Mixer. Amazon wishlist and the P.O. Box also in the description. That's where I, of course, put stuff in for the wish list at least. And if anyone wants to get me anything off there, that's perfect. That's awesome. Usually you'll get a video of me unboxing whatever it is that has been purchased for me. But I'm starting to think if I get a lot of mail, say in a week or for something like that, for example, I'm gonna do M&M. I'm gonna do Monday Night Mail if I get a lot. If it's only a few packages, then yeah, sure, I'll probably do individual videos, most likely. Um, but yeah, and the PO box, of course, if you want to send me like a letter or something, or and you're not in the Discord, which I post in the chats during my of course the Canadiens the games live streams, which there was one last night. It was pretty cool. It was the Canadiens versus the Jets. Yeah, and and yeah, if you want to send something my way, a letter, a package, whatever it is, that's appreciated. You'll get a video. Any other month, of course. And since tomorrow is Christmas, if there are any packages that I have received, I will be, um, sorry, I will be holding on to them until Christmas. Any packages that I have received, and I'll be opening them on a live stream. At this point, that's most likely going to be on the 26th, actually, because there's some issues with the Wi-Fi at the new place. If we're not able to get them resolved, then I will not be able to stream on Christmas, sadly. I will be most likely on the 26th. Unless for some reason I change my mind and do it today on Christmas Eve, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the 26th. And tomorrow's video for 25 Days of Harry, I think you're all going to really love. I'm going to say it now. It's at least 2 hours long. So yeah, hopefully that's enough to hold people over until the 26th when I do the Christmas stream. My apologies in advance, by the way, for that. And also in the description is, of course, my letterbox. That's where I rate and review movies. Most of the time I just rate them. Very rarely I review them, though. Latest review is Joker. Spoilers, though. Please watch Joker before looking at the review because there are a lot of spoilers in the review. Yeah, check out the letterbox if you know what movies I love, unless you'd rather wait for a video that may or may not be coming out tomorrow. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And what movies I hate. Spoiler, bad comedy get you a very big dislike from me. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harry Race. I will see you all tomorrow for 25 Days of Harry's final video of the year. My name is Harry Race, and I am out. Peace.